If you're trying to sell your VA or your freelance services by saying, I charge $15 per hour and I can do social media, I can do admin, I can do email management, I can do email marketing, and whatever else you need, you're never going to make real money online. Here's what happens. Clients can either don't hire you because they don't know what you actually do, or they hire you and nickel and dime you to death. You go work. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can package your services so they are easy to sell, easy to deliver, and actually profitable. So if you're new here, my name is Mfon Akpan, D Mfon Akpan. I help you learn profitable digital skills, get paid online, basically scale your online business. So welcome to my little corner on the internet. Kindly hit the subscribe button and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Like this video so it can reach a wider audience. Now, this is what most VAs or freelancers do. They sell themselves like some market lists. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Just tell me what you need. I can do all of it. But you see, smart VAs or smart freelancers, they create packages. I tell my students this in VASP. It's okay, right? I present them the different pricing methods and I tell them, I choose my favorite. I tell them, this is my favorite. This is the one I do, but this is my favorite for beginners. You need to create a package, clear, structured offers that solve specific problem. But in fun, I'm just a beginner. I am charging hourly rates. Neighbor, yes, as a beginner, you might try that a few times, but staying there is a problem. Let me tell you why this will not work for you in the long run. Problem number one, you are punished for being good at your job. The better you get at your work, the faster you complete a task. So let's say you charge $15 per hour. When you first start, it takes you 2 hours to create a week's worth of Instagram content. That's $30. But after a few months, you get faster. Now it takes you 1 hour. That's $15. You are doing the same quality work. Scratch that. Actually, you are doing better because you are more experienced, but you earn less. That's backwards. You're not going forward. And we don't do that around here. On here, we grow. If you've been trying to become a virtual assistant or you've been trying to make money online, but you don't know where to start from, you need to check out VASP, 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 the P silent, VA simulation program. VASP is where I literally train you the way clients expect in the real world. You're not just watching lessons, you're not writing notes, you are doing the actual task that clients give to their virtual assistant in the real world. CRM management, social media management, content support, automations, admin, ghostwriting, lead generation, email marketing, you name it. In this program, you learn specialized digital skills that you can choose one and specialize on it. I mean high-paying skills that high-valued clients are paying for. So if you want the skills, the confidence, and the kind of portfolio that gets you hired globally, VASP is where you get that. The link to sign up for the next wave is in the description and the pinned comment. Problem number two, clients don't understand the value you provide. When you charge hourly, clients are focused on the time, not the results. They are thinking, is she really working all those hours? Could she do this faster? They are watching the clock. They are questioning your time tracking. It creates a bad dynamic. But when you charge for the package, they are focused on the outcome, on the value you provide. They are focused on the results. They don't care if it took you 5 hours or 15 hours. They care that their Instagram looks good and they are getting engagement. Problem number three, you hit an income ceiling. There are so many hours in a day. A client reached out last year and the person was looking for a VA that can work hourly. And I was like, okay, what's the hourly rate? She was not like $3. I was like, not here. He or she's not here. I don't have that kind of person in my database. No, not my students, not anyone. Don't have it. Because the truth is, even if you charge $25 per hour, which is good, you can only work 40 hours a week max before you burn out. $4,000 per month, which is good money. But are you all right? Are you still feeling okay after that money? And we are making assumptions here, really. Let's assume that you can even find a client that you can work for $25 per hour and you can work for 40 hours per week, which most new VAs or freelancers can't find. You cannot. But when you package your service, you can charge $1,000 per month for 10 hours of work. The hours now doesn't even matter. You choose to divide it anyhow you want to divide it. You work on your own time. As long as you get the results to the client, how you do it, when you do it, where you do it from, doesn't matter. Same income, less time, more profit. So my advice to you is stop selling hours, stop selling time. Yes, as a beginner that is you're trying to get your foot at the door, you can do this, but don't stay there. You can do this for 1 or 3 clients, but don't stay there. It's not scalable. It's not profitable. I would not advise anybody to do it. Now you might be asking, okay, Mfon, I know packages are good. You've made your point. We hear you. How can I create these packages? Now I'm going to share this step with you, assuming that, oh, you know the skill you want to offer. If you don't, I created a workbook. It's called TMA Skills Audit, the Infinite Client Skills Audit. The link is in the description in the pinned comment. So I am assuming here, it's free, by the way, it's a workbook. I am assuming here that you know the skill you want to offer, you have your offers already, everything is checked, right? So the first step is for you to name your package. Don't name your package social media management. That's boring, that's generic, and it doesn't tell the client what they are getting. So you want to name it after the outcome they want. For example, the consistent content package for clients who want to post regularly without thinking about it. So that's an example for you to use. See the difference? The second version tells them what they are getting, not what you are doing. Nobody cares about you. Clients care about themselves. You have to remove yourself from the equation. The reason why most of you don't land clients is because you are very selfish. All you are doing is, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I am this, I am that, I am a certified VA, I am a certified this one, You are very selfish. Everything is centered around you, and therefore you. I made a video about it, and I'm going to put it on the screen. Like, the moment you separate yourself from all of this, you get to see results. The moment you start thinking like the client, oh, what problem are they facing? What solution do they need? You get to see results. Step 2, you want to define what's included in the package. Don't say, I'll handle your social media. Say exactly what you would do. For example, the consistent content package was included 12 Instagram posts per month, captions written for each post, hashtag research, scheduling via your preferred tool, weekly performance reports, 1 check-in call per month, because you need this to discuss strategy, to discuss, oh, what is doing well, what's not doing well, what do we need to do, what do we need to stop doing. You need this call. So it's important you add it to your package. When you've laid all of these out, clients know exactly what they are paying for. No confusion, no miscommunication. No, wait, I thought you were doing XYZ. No. So clear expectations, happy clients. Step 3, you want to set your boundaries. This is the part most people skip, and it's why you end up doing free work. You need to be clear about what's not included in the package. For example, the consistent content package, not included graphic design, stories, community management, DM responses. This is an example. You need to create this in accordance to your service or the skill you're offering for money. Okay, why is this important? Because without clear boundaries, clients will ask for one more thing until you are doing double the work they paid for. As the saying goes, give someone an inch, they will look for a mile. Setting boundaries upfront protects you and set clear expectations for them. Now you've set your package, how much should you charge? Now forget hourly rates. Don't think in hours. Don't think this will take me 10 hours. So 10 hours times $5, that's equal to $50. Think, what is this worth for the client? If your social media package helps them gain 1,000 new followers and 10 new clients, what's that worth? Way more than $50. So charge based on the value you are creating, not the time you are spending. Why some of you are afraid to charge based on this is because you don't know the value you are providing. You don't even know if the skill you provide has value. So now let me share with you the 3-tier pricing model that I use. We are going to offer 3 pricing tiers. We have the basic, we have the standard, and we have the premium. Why 3? It's just simple psychology. When you give people 3 options, most will pick the middle one. It feels like the safe choice. Tier 1 is the basic. You want to include the essentials. This is the lowest price point. It's good for clients on budgets or clients who want to just test you. Tier 2 is standard. This is where most people land. You should include everything in basic plus a few extras, right? This is the middle range price, your signature package. We have the tier 3, which is the premium. Here you want to include everything in basic and standard plus high touch support. This is the highest price for clients who want the full VIP experience. I'm going to give you an example using social media. Tier 1 for basic, we can have $250 per month, 8 posts per month, right? You write caption, we have captions and hashtag research and all of that, scheduling. Tier 2, we have the standard, which is $480 per month. This is the most popular. You want to include this. You can use popular or frequently used, best choice, whatever, best value, whatever you want to use here. All right, this includes 12 posts per month, captions, hashtags, weekly analytics report, 1 strategy call per month. Now we have the premium, which is $1,000 per month. Here we have 16 posts, we have captions, scheduling, weekly analytics, 2 strategy call per month, 2 strategy calls per month, Instagram stories daily, community management, DM responses. So this is a typical example for you. You can change this and apply it to your own service and to your own skills. Now, for the pricing I added to this example, you don't have to use it, but this is an example. So what you're thinking, would somebody pay me $250? Yeah. What if they do? What if no one pays me $300? What if they do? What if no one pays me $50? What if no one pays me $70? What if they do? Now, I spoke about you not including things you cannot do. I want to share with you 3 common mistakes you need to avoid. Number 1, adding too much. You do not want to add so much that you are now stretching yourself out, because this is not just one client. You're not going to be working with one client. You can have like 2 to 3 clients, right? You don't want to add too much that will require you to show up every single time for it. You can add, I can give you templates, right? I can give you this, I can give you that. Something you create once and then you can distribute to all your clients. Because you might be thinking, if I just offer everything, they will see the value. No, they will not. You drain yourself and they might not even know what they're getting. You overwhelm them. Keep your package simple. Mistake number 2, not setting boundaries. Mistake number 3, underpricing because of fear. Maybe $10. Charging less doesn't make you more hireable. It makes you look desperate. Desperado. I will see you in this video next.